welcome back to another video. So today I'm
My
going to
voice
show
sounds
you
like this
every
because it's
single
sped up.
one of my bead kits. I have a ton of bead kits, and I not only have bead kits, but I have like rainbow loom and other things that hold beads, which I'm going to be showing too. It's quite a bit, but I think it would be a super fun video, so that's...
Here is bin number 1. These hold my smaller craft kits.
My voice sounds like this because it's sped up.
And I think we should start with the smaller ones and get a little bit bigger in size. I don't know, it just feels right. First we have this, which is like pony beads, except they're not exactly pony beads. They're a little bit smaller. I think these are actually from Five Below. Then I have this one, which is tiny little charms, and it's quite heavy, honestly. In the same type of container, I have more charms, clay beads, and some other ones. This one, which isn't very full, it has like white and silver and gold and clear kind of beads, more neutral. This one is all of my European charm beads. Not European charm beads. I can't think of the name. I seen someone make bracelets using these beads and they called them European charm bracelets. But I'm not exactly sure what the beads are called. This is actually not beads, it's just in here. This is not beads, but I'm gonna include the things that is just in here, whatever's in here. This has some metal stuff. Metal stuff. There's wire, hooks and clasps. These giant wooden beads, which I've only used a few of those. Another container, which is like the other ones. These ones have some charms and some seasonal, like cinnamon and gingerbread. Those are pretty seasonal. And then these things, I don't really know what they are. Letter beads. These ones are already organized, and I organized some of my own and put them in here. But if you want to get letter beads, I recommend getting ones that are already organized. These are rock beads. I've used quite a bit of them, so they're getting pretty empty. Smiley face. You can't really see, but it has just like, kind of like those other beads that are like pony beads, but they're smaller. These are for clip-on earrings. This is for just regular earrings. Clay beads. These are more like charms. They're not just like clay beads. They're different designs. I actually don't really know what's in here, so I'm just kind of randomly pulling things out. This bead, which I think was too big to fit in these small containers, so that's why it's just thrown in there. More clay beads, which this one has stickers on it. A flower and these, which are like plants and soda cans. Spacer beads. I love these. They're simple and you could just use them to make your bracelet longer and they do the trick. Seed beads. I love seed beads. I use these for my necklaces mostly, and I've used them a lot. Glass beads, I think these are glass beads. I'm not actually sure. I thought they were glass beads, but usually glass beads are bigger, so I really have no idea. Let me see things like this, which has so many random ones. I could probably put in some other ones to, you know, get rid of this and have more storage, but that's for another day. Then the last thing in here is my bead spinner and some string. I think it's like the thickness of it is 0.7 milliliters maybe. That is all of my beads and bead kits out of this bin, which was a lot. So let's move on to the bigger ones. Here it is. This one is so heavy and has so many kits in it, all different types of beads, and these are probably my biggest kits. And I do have some other things that I have my beads in, which I will show you after this, but I think we should go ahead and show the rest of the bead kits. So, number one, I'm going to show it to you from the back because it's a little bit easier to see since there's stickers on the front. Okay, make sure the beads are all where you can see them. I organized this because it had random beads in it from random kits and stuff, but I really wanted to have all my letter beads in one place, so I put all my letter beads in here, except the ones I showed you that were organized by each letter, just to make it easier to find all my letter beads. Then we have pony beads. These ones are organized, but they're all of the pony beads I've gotten, and a lot of people just give me beads since they know that I love to make jewelry, and I just kind of organize them. Organize my pony beads by color on that one. This one is a pastel pony bead kit. I don't think they have this anymore. I got it from Walmart. The newer one they have is this one, which is a lot brighter. But I love both of these so much. Then we have this one. It's not the best, but I try to make this like super colorful because all of these and like these beads are colorful. But we also have like this, which is random beads, and this, which is kind of not organized the best. It's a little bit random. Some of them, it's just hard to organize since I have so many different types of beads. This is the most filled out of all of them. So this has a rubber band on it because I'm afraid that it'll just like pop open. But this, I have all of these wooden beads and these clear ones that I organized out of some bead mixes. And then all of these are beads that I actually mixed together because I was going to sell bead mix. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. Put this behind the bin so you don't have to look at it. But this is the last one. Someone gave me this or let me borrow it. And I haven't gave it back because I still frequently use it. So that is all my big things of beads, but I do have an even bigger one, which I know is crazy, but it is huge. It doesn't have as much beads in it though, I will say. Let me go get it. Okay, this is what I was talking about. You can't really see it because the organizers are blue and not clear. It's hard to decide. This part is clear, but this is not clear. They're not typical bead organizers, so that's why they come out. These come out. This is just organized by color. All of my beads that I don't have a spot for, that's what's in here. We got red, blue, a little bit of orange, a little bit of green, a little bit of purple, pink, clear, and some other different types. You cannot see it like at all, especially because my LED lights make it a little bit hard to see in here since it's like a purple light, you know? But that is not all my bead kits. I still have a few more. I know, I do have a lot, but I'm gonna go ahead and grab those. Another bin, which this one's not really like super full. It's just bigger bead kits than like I'd say the regular size. They're a lot thicker. This one has loom in it and these beads, which actually are in another bead kit, which I'm going to save for the end because it's kind of crazy, but I was using it for some loom bracelets, these beads, so that's why they're in there. I just never put them up because the organizer that they're in sucks. They always get mixed, and I've already organized them once, and I'm not organizing them again for the sake of this video, but yeah. That's one of my loom kits. My personal favorite. Can't even see the bands inside, but it's only because there's just instructions. I keep all the instructions so I know how to make those bracelets. This is it. I have some other stuff that I just put in here myself. I got this one from Target. It's Target exclusive, apparently. Super, you know, limited. No. But you can get it from Target. This one's so sad. This one used to be all the way filled, and then I just put like my charms and my hooks, well, some of my hooks, and clasps, and some bands, but not very many. But I used that one a lot, so that's why. Okay, then this, which has some earring backings, some instructions from some kits that had beads in them. There's that smiley face with the beads. You know, I don't know. That is those. We are not at the finish, but we are at the finish line. So let me grab the couple more that I have, and we'll finally be done. Okay, I actually have quite a few more, but they're like tiny little kits. They won't take no time to go through. This one has quite a bit, but we can probably get through it pretty quickly because that one's completely empty. These are almost all my ribbon beads. These random rainbow beads and these, yeah, very empty. Rock beads, little cat beads that I got from like these little mystery things I used to get like a long time ago, and some star beads. I love this organizer though. They still have this at Walmart, I believe, and I got it quite a bit ago. I think it's like $30, but definitely worth it. I decorated it with some Hello Kitty stickers. I don't think there's any, there's not any kids up here. It's just string, all the types. Then I have this, and you're probably really confused because this is obviously for spices, but it actually has beads. Someone gave it to me, and I was like, you could use that for your beads, and it's a really smart idea. This has some big giant beads. I don't even know what's in there, like a banana, a bell, my personal favorite, pearls, leaves. Not actual leaves, but yeah. These are charms. They're just like plastic little charms. This, which came in a craft kit, which should be in a video. It was where I make this bracelet, and I use Shrinky Dinks to make some little charms. These rainbow beads. More letter beads that someone gave me, and I haven't organized them because I don't even think I have some of these beads. This someone gave to me quite recently. It was actually a necklace, but I just cut it, and it was stuff that they like didn't care about. And if you know me, then you know I'm gonna use the beads, even if it's on a necklace. These, which are letters, but they're kind of weird. So, you know that kit of the bead mix that I made? Well, I actually dumped it all out. It was crazy, and I organized it all other than this, which is actually so surprising. I don't even know how I managed to do that. But I have this. So, yeah. These, which I used on the little keychain things for decor for your door. And I use them for a lot of crafts. These specific beads, which is really weird. I don't know why those beads. Another thing of miscellaneous beads, which someone gave to me, but I think they are already mixed like that. And I just somewhat organized them. They came in with like these plastic charms, and I just organized the charms and the big ones, and then these ones. I don't even know why. There's one singular charm in there, and I have a thing for charms. These colorful rock beads. These, which are also miscellaneous. Someone gave me these. Some of them are beads, and then I think some of them aren't. But I thought I was going to use them for bracelets. I know I did like one of them. And then my favorite, I got these recently. They're beautiful sea beads. So let's put them all back. Hopefully this is satisfying. It's probably not. It's just the clanking of beads. But definitely a smart idea if you have a spice thing and you have beads that aren't organized, or you just want a more convenient way to hold your beads. This is it. Like, I would have never thought beads in a spice rack. Okay, these are my clay beads, which I use clay beads so much, so there's barely even any in here. These ones aren't even clay beads. They're like clay beads, but they're plastic. Pink, purple, and this one has some other beads that came in it. Orange, some like browns and oranges, and then greens and yellows. And this one, which was a Halloween kit, but I just ended up basically only sticking clay beads in here. And these are from my old like mixes of beads that I used. But, oops, I just hit my knee on my desk. That is all of my bead kits. I'm pretty positive. I don't think I'm leaving anything out that I know of. So that is all of my bead kits. It actually went pretty quickly, probably because we didn't really look in detail of what's in each little section. But I thought this would have some inspiration for some people. So they maybe are like, ooh, I could buy those beads. Those will work perfectly. Plus, I just love to show all my beads and, you know. So that's the end of this video, and you should definitely subscribe too. Thank you. That's the end of this video. Bye. This is the one craft kit I meant to show that was super messy. I just forgot, but that is all of them, I swear.